Good afternoon and welcome to this year's NFL Quarterback Challenge here on Hawaii's beautiful island of Kauai. Along with my partner Rodney Cole, I'm Brian Kelly, and we'll be bringing you live coverage of the Quarterback Challenge. Now, Rodney, how competitive do these guys get when participating in an event like today's Quarterback Challenge?
I think you can expect to see each quarterback working hard and making a good effort to win this competition. These guys compete against each other all the time, and today is no exception.
You're right, Rodney. These guys compete for a living, so I'm expecting to see a good battle out here today. That will lead us to the start of this year's NFL Quarterback Challenge. First up for today's Quarterback Challenge is the speed and mobility portion of our event. How important is this event to our competitors here today?
I think this first event is pretty important because if a quarterback can get ahead of the pack in terms of points, they can put pressure on the other quarterbacks to make the big throws. And that's easier said than done, though. These guys are all good players, and every one of them has a chance at winning the challenge today.
Take us through the speed and mobility course that these guys will have to contend with today.
Well, Brian, this is a good test of quarterback skills. Each quarterback will start by taking the ball off the podium, run around to his right, duck under the first defender, then he comes back across the field and cuts in between two other defenders. Lastly, he'll have to hurdle a bar, cross the red line, and then make a pass at the target. He'll be judged not only on his speed, but also on the accuracy of his throw.
Now miss the target and 1 full second is added to your time. You can deduct time from your score the closer you get to the center of the target. There's no penalty when you hit the outside ring. 1/4 second is deducted if the second ring is hit, and a bullseye will take half a second from the time it takes to complete the course. We're about to begin. Anything you want to add, Rodney?
I think we've covered everything. Let's get this challenge started.
All right, well, our first quarterback in the speed and mobility will be Bubby Brister. And the ball hits the outer ring, resulting in no penalty or bonus to the time for his run. Let's take a look at his time. Our next competitor in the speed and mobility event is Aaron Brooks. He gets a nice throw on the run and strikes the center of the target for a bonus of a half second.
The key to this run was that he didn't hit any obstacles. Then, when it was time to make the big throw, he got his shoulders square to the target and delivered a strike.
And he'll end up with a 8.65. Dave Brown is next up in this event. He gets a nice throw on the run and strikes the center of the target for a bonus of a half second. And he comes away with a time of 8.83. Mark Brunell will be up next in this event. Perfect throw on the run, and he paints the bullseye.
The key to this run was that he didn't hit any obstacles. Then, when it was time to make the big throw, he got his shoulders square to the target and delivered a strike.
Let's check out the official time for his run. Next up is Quincy Carter. Right on target there as he hits the second ring. That will give him a 1/4 second bonus to his time. His total time for this run is 8.86. Our next competitor in the speed and mobility event is Chris Chandler. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye.
He delivered a perfect throw on the run, Brian. He got square to the target, stepped into the throw, and the result was a bullseye.
Well, here are the results in the speed and mobility for Chris Chandler. And that time is going to be good enough for the overall lead in the speed and mobility competition. Kerry Collins will be up next in this event. He hit the bullseye! That will be half a second deduction from his time.
Kids, if you're out there watching, take a look at the way he squares his shoulders to the target and steps into the throw. He holds it all the way through the follow-through. Technically perfect.
His total time for this run is 8.3. Our last competitor for this first round is Tim Couch. Nice throw there, and he strikes the second ring for a quarter-second bonus. Well, here are the results in the speed and mobility for Tim Couch. And here are the results of the speed and mobility part of our competition. Next up is Kerry Collins. Nice throw there, and he strikes the second ring for a quarter-second bonus.
Good job hitting that second ring and making a clean run through the obstacles. This will definitely help him in the standings.
And he comes away with a time of... Chris Chandler is next up in this event. Here's the time he needs to win this event. Right on target there as he hits the second ring. That will give him a quarter-second bonus to his time. Chris Chandler will end up with a 8.36. Kerry Collins takes the lead in the overall standings after winning this first event. And that will bring up the accuracy event. What's it going to take to win this one, Rodney?
Well, to score a lot of points in this event, you have to do a number of things. First of all, you have to move fast. The longer you wait between each throw, the farther the target will move away from you. And the farther away that target gets, the harder the throw becomes. Another thing you have to do is keep your feet moving. A lot of quarterbacks get up here and they move like they're stuck in concrete, and as a result, they throw inaccurate passes. The best thing to do is to pretend you're actually in a game situation.
And here is how the accuracy event works. 3 balls from the first station are thrown at the target moving from right to left. The next 3 balls are thrown at the target moving from left to right. And then the competitors have to roll out to their right and hit one of the 2 deep targets for big points. And as a side note, the left-handed competitors will have the course reversed, so they're not at a disadvantage. Bubby Brister is up first for the accuracy event. And here are his final results on the accuracy competition. Up next for the accuracy event, we have Tim Couch. And here are his final results on the accuracy competition. Our next quarterback in the accuracy competition is Quincy Carter. And here are the results in the accuracy competition for Quincy Carter. Up next for the accuracy event, we have Dave Brown. And here are his final results on the accuracy competition. Our next quarterback in the accuracy competition is Aaron Brooks. And here are his final results on the accuracy competition. Mark Brunell is our next quarterback. Mark Brunell comes away with a grand total of, next up will be Chris Chandler. Here are the results in the accuracy competition for Chris Chandler. Our last quarterback in this event will be Kerry Collins. And here are the results in the accuracy competition for Kerry Collins. And at the end of the accuracy event, our winner is Quincy Carter. The long ball competition will be the next event. Here is Rodney Cole to tell us what it's going to take to win this long-distance showdown.
Two things, Brian. A strong throw and an accurate throw. Judging by who's out there competing today, I'm thinking the winning throw will have to be close to 70 yards. This event is a lot harder than it appears.
Here are the rules to the long ball competition. Rodney, you know me. The fewer rules there are, the better I like it. And there really is only one rule to worry about here. After the first 50 yards, the ball must stay within the 10-yard wide landing zone. It's that simple. Each player will get 2 attempts, with the best one counting. First up for the long-distance competition is Mark Brunel. And there it goes. It stays in bounds, and he gets a nice throw of 57 yards.
Nice throw, and it stayed in bounds. He still has another throw, so let's see if he can beat it next round.
The next competitor making his first throw in the long ball event will be Bubby Brister. And he lets it go. Decent throw for Bubby Brister.
That was a pretty well-thrown ball. The good thing about this is he can give it everything he's got on the second throw and not have to worry about finishing low in the overall standings.
Making his first throw of the day is Tim Couch. Nice throw by Tim Couch. And a pretty decent throw for Tim Couch.
Not a bad throw at all. It's always good to have a decent throw like this in the first round. That way you can go for it all in the second round and not hold back.
Up to attempt his first pass is Aaron Brooks. Oh, this could be trouble here. It's heading out of bounds. I don't think he's going to be very happy with this throw, Rodney. Dave Brown steps up to make his first throw. Good throw here, Rodney. Good throw here, and it ends up being 65 yards.
This was a good throw. He still has another one, but this should relieve some of the pressure because this was a good enough throw to keep him near the top of the leaderboard.
Now up to attempt his first throw is Chris Chandler. Not the throw he was looking for. This one looks like it's heading out of bounds. He can't be happy with that throw. Up to attempt his first pass is Quincy Carter. What a throw! This one is going a long way. It lands inside the area, and that will be a throw of 73 yards.
Now that's how you throw the ball. He had a nice tight spiral and it carried it the distance.
The next competitor making his first throw in the long ball event will be Kerry Collins. And he gets all of this one. What a throw! It stays in bounds, and that will be good for 75 yards.
Very impressive throw. That's what a nice tight spiral will do for you.
To begin the second round of throws, here's Aaron Brooks. Nice spiral and good distance on the throw. It stays in bounds, and he gets a nice throw of 56 yards.
Well, he probably won't win the event with that throw, but it's better than his first attempt, and it will get him some points. Those should come in handy down the stretch.
Our next competitor is Chris Chandler. And a great throw. If this stays in, it could be a record. It stays in bounds, and that will be good for 72 yards.
That was a much better throw than the first one, Brian. This should put him near the top of the leaderboard.
Our next quarterback is Mark Brunell. Mark Brunell with the release. And this one stays in, and he'll be credited with 66 yards. Tim Couch is up next in the long-distance competition. And there it goes. Decent throw for Tim Couch. Dave Brown steps in to make his throw. He got some nice distance on that throw, Rodney. It stays in, an awesome throw of 71 yards.
He had a good throw with his first attempt, but gave it his all with that attempt and came through big time.
Bubby Brister will be our next competitor in the long-distance event. Bubby Brister with the release. And a pretty decent throw for Bubby Brister. Our next quarterback is Quincy Carter. And he gets all of this one. What a throw! And this lands in the area for a throw of 73 yards. Kerry Collins is up next in the long-distance competition. And he lets it go. Good throw here, and it ends up being 64 yards. Now on to the read and recognition event, which will be the last event for our competitors today. What can we look forward to in this event, Rodney?
This is where the challenge is won or lost. Not only is this event worth the most points overall, but it also puts the quarterbacks into a game-type situation. These guys will drop back and have to recognize which receivers are open based on whether or not they have the flags up above the target. I'm thinking with all the talented quarterbacks out there right now, we could see some high scores.
The rules for the read and recognition event are as follows. Each player gets 4 throws. The short target is always live and stationary. There will be 4 intermediate targets, and they're worth anywhere from 12 to 26 points. The deep target is live and is worth a maximum of 60 points for a bullseye. Mark Brunell steps up to begin the read and recognition event. Hits the third ring for 18 points. Decent throw as he strikes the outer ring for 12 points. Well, he hit the target, but not within the rings. No points awarded. Mark Brunell finishes this round with a total score of 30 points.
Wow, and to believe this guy is a quarterback in the National Football League. If this is the type of accuracy and recognition he's going to show on Sundays, I don't think he has much of a future in this league.
Steps up to try his luck at the read and recognition. Right on target as he hits the second ring for 45 points. And he manages to hit the outer ring for 30 points. Hits the third ring for 18 points. Nice throw as he hits the second ring for 27 points. Aaron Brooks will finish the read and recognition event with 120 points.
He came through with a nice, solid performance. He hit the key targets, and this will put him up near the top of the leaderboard.
Up next is Bubby Brister. And the ball hits the outer ring, resulting in 18 points. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye for 60 points. Perfect throw, and he paints the bullseye for 60 points. And the pass goes way left of the target for 0 points. And he finishes off the event with a grand total of 138 points.
What an outstanding performance. He had the timing down on all his throws and came away with a great score.
Tim Couch steps up to try his luck at the read and recognition. Decent throw as he strikes the outer ring for 30 points. And he completely misses the target on that throw, Rodney. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye. And he manages to hit the outer ring for 30 points. At the end of the event, he finishes with a total of 84 points.
This was a pretty poor performance all around. Not something I expect from an NFL quarterback. He's got to be disappointed with the way he threw the ball.
Next up is Dave Brown. Right on target as he hits the second ring for 18 points. And the throw strikes the second ring for 18 points. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye for 60 points. Perfect throw, and he paints the bullseye for 60 points. Dave Brown will finish the read and recognition event with 156 points.
He was right on the money with most of his throws and finished with a great score. This will definitely move him up in the standings.
Coming up next in this event is Chris Chandler. Right on target as he hits the second ring for 27 points. Hits the third ring for 30 points. And he hits the target but fails to get inside the rings. No score. And the throw strikes the second ring for 45 points. At the end of the event, he finishes with a total of 102 points.
Great run there, Brian. A solid performance.
Coming up next in this event is Quincy Carter. Nice throw as he hits the second ring for 18 points. And the ball hits the outer ring, resulting in 12 points. Oh, the ball strikes outside of the rings for no points. Decent throw as he strikes the outer ring for 30 points. Quincy Carter finishes this round with a total score of 60 points.
Not the kind of score I was expecting from someone of his caliber. That was a pretty poor performance.
Up next is Terry Collins. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye. And the throw strikes the second ring for 27 points. And he manages to hit the outer ring for 30 points. And he hits the target, but fails to get inside the rings. No score. And he finishes off the event with a grand total of 93 points.
Pretty good run, Brian. He hit a few targets and racked up a very good score. Might not be enough to win this event, but it's good enough to put him high up on the leaderboard.
That ends our NFL Quarterback Challenge for this year. Let's take a look at our winner. And our overall winner is Dave Brown. For Acclaim Sports and Rodney Cole, this is Brian Kelly saying aloha from beautiful Hawaii. And thank you for joining us for this year's NFL Quarterback